Hello book lovers, this is Tam. Today I'm going to do my April 2018 wrap up. So I ended up reading 17 books, and 4 of which were ebooks. The first ebook I read was Cos Milk and Honey. I loved it. It is a poetry book, and it's a poetry collection, I mean. And then the second book was The Sun and the Flowers from the same author, that is Cos. This book was published in 2017. I ended up liking the second book, that is The Sun and the Flowers, much more than the first book. And then the third ebook I read was Roald Dahl's Matilda. It was 200 something page, and then I ended up reading it in some few hours, and I loved it so much. And then the fourth ebook I read was Ravinder Singh's autobiographical fiction called Like It Happened Yesterday. I'm a 90s kid, and every 90s kid can totally relate with this book. So all the ebooks I read, I thoroughly enjoyed them, and the rest, physical copies. I would divide this book into average, the best, and the worst. I never thought in my life that there would be any book that I would call it the worst, but this time I came across one such book. So okay, let me talk about the good ones first. So I started reading classics, and this is the first classic I picked up. This is called Animal Farm by George Orwell. It was based in the 1940s, and yeah, I ended up liking it so much, and this is an inspiration for me to start picking up other classics as well. So I can totally understand or relate with the human nature, the politics that is being played around this story. Like, even if it is only mere 95 pages, but you can totally understand what is going on in politics, and what is like, how is it like to be in a situation where you are meant to work, and then some people are just enjoying the fruits of your labor and all that. So about human nature, about, even though the characters are animals and all, but you can totally relate with it, and you can just apply it today as well. So this was the first classic that I really enjoyed reading. And some books, okay, this is the first book by Murakami that I read. This is called The Norwegian Wood. It was a slow read, and I was not like, it was like I was thinking about putting it down now and then, but like, even if it's a slow read, like, this book has some kind of magic or something that you have to just continue on reading, and you cannot leave out a single word. So by the time when I reached 100 something page, I was like, this book really gets me, and I cannot just stay away from it. This book talks about people in one's life that you have been really close to, and then yeah, it talks about that. It talks about relationships. It talks about accepting changes, accepting relationships, accepting new people, and then yeah, all those. Yeah, I might do a review on this soon. Yeah, this was one of the best books I read this month. And of course, this is called Folktales of India by A.K. Ramanujan. I ended up liking this book. All the folktales were very good, and some folktales were too long, but it's just like a short story, and I enjoyed it, and I ended up enjoying all the stories. But what I didn't like about this book is that this is the facts that is given about the languages, official languages of India and all. I am not really happy with this, because some points have been missed out, and it's very obvious. And if someone who doesn't know about official languages, how it is divided, reads this book, they will just believe it, because they just say like it's a fact. But how to divide the official languages is just wrong. So I'm not happy with this one. Otherwise, it's okay. And I would have loved this book more if it includes folktales from Northeast as well. So it's okay. But and other books I ended up liking were this Sadat Hasan Manto's Stars from the Sky. And Sadat Hasan Manto is like funny, serious, crazy, weird, and all those. So this is the first book ever written by him that I have ever read. So I don't know if this first book or not, but I ended up liking it so much. He's weird. He was weird. I like this kind of weird people. This is the author. So the other books are by Sudha Murti. Of all her story collections, I ended up liking this more, and all her books are non-fictional, and these stories are like everything that has been happening in her life. So I ended up liking this book much more than her other books. So this talks about real life scenarios, what people expect and what you expect and how it turns out to be and all that. So this book is the best book written by her. I would recommend this book to everyone. And the other books, this one, The Almond and His God, the Sudha Murti, How I Taught My Grandmother to Read Another Stories. I read it, and these are all non-fiction books, non-fiction story collections. So okay, it was good, but I love this one, Wise and Otherwise, much more than this books. And this is one of the fiction novel. This genre was in domestic fiction, and this is called House of Cards by Sudha Murti, and this talks about a traditional girl getting married to a traditional guy who is a doctor, and then she also is a teacher. Then the clash in between her beliefs and the guys and all, and then every Indian can totally relate with each and every base, with each and every line, every word written by her, because whatever that she has written in this one is the truth that is happening even today. So I ended up liking this book as well. So, and the other books, I added 2 more Ruskin Bond books. I ended up reading these books, and then I love the Rupa Book of Snappy Surprises more, and it's a collection of stories written by different authors. Yeah, they're written by different authors. Then I included one story by Ruskin Bond as well, and yeah, I totally love this book. Yeah, all the stories. And then this is called Funny Side Up by Ruskin Bond, all story collection by Ruskin Bond, but I feel like it was a bit, it was not like Ruskin Bond's book. I enjoyed it, but I cannot say that this is one of the best from Ruskin Bond. So, and then I ended up reading this Jupal Harris, The Clothing of Books, and she's just ranting about how we choose books just by judging by its cover, and then how she doesn't like her books, the covers of her books and all. Yeah, they like that. This is just 71 pages or something, and I don't want to call it as a book as well, and I don't want to recommend this to anyone. Then this book, I have so much expectations, and it's not about expectations, about my expectations, that I would say that I didn't like this book and all. It has some short stories, but out of the 17 short stories, I only 2 stories made complete sense. Other stories were like mentioning the same place, mentioning the same kind of people, mentioning the same depressing thoughts and situations that I was really like, no, this book cannot be just one of the best. This should be one of the, this should be one of the books that should not have been recommended, and there's a reason for this, that this book no one has been recommending also. So finally, I know the reason. Then this book, the worst I read this month, is Barry Lager's Bang. This book talks about a 14-year-old guy killing his sister accidentally when he was 4 years old and when she was 4 months old. So, and I thought he was being suicidal or was trying to do something, because it's like in every chapter, in every page that he was like, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. But nothing happens, and then there was no plot, there was no twist, and the characters are just flat, storyline is flat, and how it ended is just like too cheesy. I just can't believe that with such a nice cover and all, and then with such a title and all. I don't know, this is the worst book I've ever read in my life. So yeah, that's all. Happy reading. It's like I'm a bit moody regarding all these things, and yeah. So yeah, next time I'm going to do my May 2018 TBR video. So until then, have a nice time. Keep subscribing to my channel and give a big thumbs up. Keep commenting about these books or the books you've been reading in April 2018. Until then, see you soon. Bye.